Continued closures on the 10 freeway when the governor is now saying the road may open. Plus, looking to make some extra Christmas cash, how you can get in the holiday spirit this season while getting paid. You're watching The Rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Winston. Crews continue to shore up the burn section of the 10 freeway in downtown LA, and Governor Newsom is now saying the highway could partially open in 3 to 5 weeks. The governor also revealed the structural integrity of the bridge deck appears to be much stronger than originally thought. He also announced that the destructive fire was likely intentionally set.
There was malice intent that this fire occurred within the fence line of the facility you see behind me, that it was arson.
Officials did not release any details about the possible suspect. The fire started early Saturday morning in a storage yard right beneath the 10 freeway and burned for several hours. Drivers are urged to find alternate routes or use public transportation. The governor also says you can get updates on the progress at fixthe10.ca.gov. Tustin Unified Schools are not cleared to reopen due to the air quality concerns from the hangar fire. The incident management team assigned to the Tustin hangar fire says they are prepping to tear down the hangar. Based on that news, the school district paused its reopening plan Monday night, and students will now finish the week with virtual instruction. Officials are testing the air quality around the clock, and 2 companies on the ground testing for things like asbestos and lead, and also to remove any contaminated debris from the community.
We need AQMD to sort of step it up a notch. So we need to make sure that they have protective masks and the like. But we also need to make sure that AQMD is doing testing outside of the area of the base.
Money has now been approved to clean up the mess from the Tustin hangar fire. This after the fire reignited twice this past week. You may have some issues getting your morning Starbucks later this week. Unionized baristas at the coffee chain plan to hold their biggest strike yet on Thursday. The workers accuse the company of refusing to negotiate fairly at stores that voted to organize. Starbucks Workers United says thousands of employees at hundreds of locations will stage a one-day walkout on Thursday. That's also Red Cup Day, the popular annual promotion when Starbucks gives out reusable holiday-themed cups. Starbucks executives maintain the union is unwilling to negotiate and has declined to meet for contract talks. They say they hope the union's priorities will shift to, quote, include the shared success of our partners. A new COVID variant called HV1 is emerging as a dominant strain, and it's now sweeping the country. Public health officials warn that HV1 is now responsible for more than a quarter of all COVID cases. It's a subvariant of Omicron, and the symptoms are similar: sore throat, congestion, runny nose, fatigue, and headache. For now, it appears that HV1 could be slightly more transmissible. The updated COVID-19 vaccine is recommended by the CDC for everyone ages 6 months and older, and lab studies indicate that the updated vaccine will protect against serious disease caused by HV1. All right, time to check in with meteorologist Melissa McGee. She's here to provide an update on the rain that's heading our way.
Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Melissa McGee as we are tracking some unsettled weather on and off, scattered showers as we get into our Wednesday. Not widespread, but some of the pockets have the indication that they will be a little bit more heavy. You can see that later Wednesday night for areas in the IE. Same thing holds true as we get into our Thursday, in and out of these showers. So for the coast, the basin, and the valleys, on and off showers Wednesday into Thursday, about a ½ inch to an inch and a half of rain. A little bit more for the foothills and the mountains, 1 to 2 inches of rain there. And then we are looking at snow levels anywhere from 7,500 to 8,000 feet. So this is a warm system. It's all rain. Friday into Saturday, steadier rain moves in, and it's with us for the first half of our weekend. That is your forecast. Back to you.
A bill aimed to stop fentanyl overdoses among California's middle and high school students is now California law. Governor Newsom recently signed Senate Bill 10, which is also known as Melanies Law. It's named after Melanie Ramos, the 15-year-old Bernstein High School student who died of a suspected fentanyl overdose last year. Melanies Law will now provide intervention, more access to resources for students, and provide education on the dangers of fentanyl. It will also provide a training service to protect students at all schools in California.
The bill will save lives. The bill I believe has already saved lives, so because the issue has been elevated. And this has now become an issue of awareness.
The law goes into effect on January 1st. LAUSD is unveiling some new services being offered to students and families. The goal is to help those who are homeless and those in need of other aid like food.
Any student in need will be able to come to the boutique and select anything that they like. And yeah, that's what we make sure to help. And I think it's great that we have an opportunity to be a part of something amazing like that and help make a change and help make someone's day better.
The district also has a new laundry truck that is free for families to use. They also help with guidance on government assistance programs, clothes, and other services. The SAG-AFTRA strike is over, but the fallout from the summer of Hollywood strikes continues. NBC4's Ted Chen spoke to businesses who say it could take years for them to recover.
This one's a big day.
The set decorator from the show Young Sheldon was the first customer back inside You Frame It in North Hollywood a day after the actors' strike ended last week. Owners Adriana Cruz Ocampo and her husband breathed a sigh of relief.
They came in and we're like all screaming, "Oh, you're back."
The Ocampos say Hollywood's dual strikes cost them nearly 90% of their business. The cost to the economy was an estimated $5 to $7 billion, and tens of thousands of people lost their jobs.
It got really bad.
I think it's way far more reaching than anyone realized.
Nancy Hoffman-Vanyuk of the Greater San Fernando Valley Chamber of Commerce says the strikes hit far more businesses than anticipated, many of whom were rapidly losing hope.
It just makes me really sad that it came to a point where people felt almost like they were drowning.
We need a little help.
The Ocampos say the strike's impact was more severe than the pandemic's because they kept their business open and refused to lay off any employees, most of whom had been there more than 25 years. They're urging state and local leaders to provide financial support.
We're hoping that there is light at the end of the tunnel and that we're going to start getting busy.
This one's going to hurt for a while.
Experts say it will be a long and slow recovery for many businesses. The Ocampos say it will take at least 2 years for them to get back to normal. In North Hollywood, Ted Chen, NBC4 News.
Honoring a group of everyday heroes who are not afraid to jump right into action to save people's lives, even in life-threatening situations. Now, you may remember this story from earlier this year during the winter storm. A mother and her daughter were trapped in their car under another car inside a 40-feet-deep sinkhole in Chatsworth. An LA Fire Department apparatus operator went down into the sinkhole twice to save the women. The rescue worker was one of the brave men and women who received the LAFD Foundation Valor Awards Monday night.
Things were getting worse, and that was a little more nerve-wracking. I remember I told her, give me a big bear hug. I literally said that to her when I got there. I just, give me a big bear hug. She squeezed me. I just remember her grabbing me.
And this happened last spring when thousands and thousands of bees attacked an Encino neighborhood. 2 LAFD firefighters were also honored for saving a UPS driver who was swarmed by the bees. Great work. Lyft is offering customers cash if your ride to the airport isn't on time. So the ride-sharing company says that if your driver is more than 10 minutes late, the company will give you $20 in Lyft cash. And if you're not automatically matched with a new driver within 10 minutes, you'll get $50 in Lyft cash. That consolation is bumped up to $100 if you end up having to schedule a ride with another company. Lyft says it wants to make holiday travel more reliable and less stressful. The holiday shopping season is here, and leaders in Long Beach are trying to get more people to spend their money in their city. They launched a program this year that pays you back for shopping at the city's small businesses. It's called Shop Long Beach, and here's how it works. So when you buy a product or get a service from one of the businesses in the program, then you get points that can be spent like cash at participating stores.
I think it's going to be beneficial, and I do think that it'll draw customers in.
It's supposed to increase our sales and also increase our visibility.
I love this idea. The city says more than 700 businesses have signed up to be part of the program. It's curtains for an animatronic ensemble that many of us remember from our childhood, but the show will go on at just one location, and it's right here in Southern California. Chuck E. Cheese says it's retiring its in-house musicians, Munch's make-believe band. The band is getting ready to step aside at all of the chain's restaurants except for the one in Northridge. And at that one, they'll actually be getting some major upgrades, including giant video boards and a state-of-the-art interactive dance floor. It's always a good party at Chuck E. Cheese. SoFi Stadium was home to a different version of Monday Night Football. The second annual Chargers Celebrity Flag Football game went down, also known as Battle of the Goats. This year, it was Team Antonio Gates versus Team LaDainian Tomlinson. Check out who was playing for Team Gates. That's the Dodgers star Mookie Betts. Nice. Team Gates also had a pretty good quarterback. That's former Trojan star Carson Palmer. Mookie and Carson were unstoppable. That's right, as the duo dominated the night. But the biggest winner was the Chargers Impact Fund, which benefits youth organizations in Southern California, all for a good cause. All right, do you have what it takes to be Chief of Cheer? It's a new job opening that puts your commitment to Christmas movies to the test. So CableTV.com is willing to pay you to watch 25 Christmas movies in 25 days, and you'll have to rank the movies into categories and rank the streaming services you watch them on. The pay, $2,500, and you actually get to work from home and get a one-year membership to 7 popular streaming services. You must be 18 or older and apply by December 1st. A winner will be announced December 5th. That sounds fun. I'd like to do that. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout your morning commute. All right, I'll see you next time on The Rundown.